What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to STMLT. Yes, indeed, STMLT Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from SMB, and this is actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of December for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, SMB. I hope you enjoy the show, man. SMB want to see me react to this is STMLT with a song entitled Inazuma.
What?
Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold it, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by STMLT, shocking, and the video has 59,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. STMLT, no idea. Inazuma live at KTZ Yokohama 2024. Cool. All right, let's do this. I like this part. I like this part. I like that halftime part, man. I do. It gets super heavy. I like it. Even when it kicks, even when it's coming out of the halftime feel back into the straight time feel, it still maintains the heaviness. Far more guitar and bass and drums centered. Far less attention being given to the keyboard. I don't know about this song, man. It's very poppy, man. The keyboard just dominates. And listen, don't get me wrong. The popping and slapping on the bass is clean. It sounds good, but it does not help get rid of the poppiness. As a matter of fact, it reinforces the poppiness. I don't know about this one, guys. Yeah. There are parts I like the intro. The first, I think it was the first 4 measures. That was like halftime, like that breakdown section was right there. I liked that. I like that middle section. And that's honestly about it. The rest of it, I am not a fan of. It's too poppy, man. It's way too poppy for me. And that disco drum beat does not help either. So we started with the halftime, ended with the halftime. It had a little halftime breakdown in the middle. Okay. Well, I mean, at least I got that. Yeah. I think I'll pass on this one. No, I'm going to save it all for the review. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was STMLT with a tune entitled Inazuma. This was a request from SMB, and this was actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of December for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, SMB. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. There's not really a lot to talk about. You can pretty much go back to my first reaction to STMLT and copy and paste, and you're going to get pretty much the exact same answer. There's not going to be a whole lot of variation from what I said in my last reaction to them. Just to be clear, I was not a fan of this song. I liked the other song better. I don't remember the name of it. Anti something. I don't remember the name of the song, but I remember I liked that song way more than I liked this song. Which is funny because if I remember correctly, I think I gave that reaction a 7.2, which is going to be really ironic considering the score I'm going to give here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this one a 7.4. Yep, 7.4. Yeah, it's weird, folks, but believe me, that's the score I feel this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, the 7.4. What does that mean? Well, a 7.4 would translate to a really good skill rating, so overall, I think it's a really good song. It would get 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, 7.4, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, How did I come up with this score? So glad you asked. I did like the other song more than I liked this song. I am absolutely sticking to that. From a personal standpoint, I did prefer the other song a little bit more. It wasn't quite as poppy as this one was. Now, having said that, though, this song had a little more going for it. It had a little more meat on its bones. Utilizing the halftime feel the way they did in the 3 spots that they did, spreading them out, that was pretty strategic. Even though, honestly, I wish they had made it a little bit longer at the beginning and quite a bit longer at the end. Keeping it short and sweet like that, it goes back to the old adage of showmanship, always leave the crowd wanting more. Well, they definitely succeeded there. I really wish they had done more. But it's nonetheless, spreading that out the way that they did, it was pretty smart. And it really kind of gave a false sense of where the song was going to go right from the beginning. I heard that halftime feel, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a heavy song. And then literally 2 measures later, we go into this poppy feel, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. What just happened there?
What the hell is going on?
And then from there, the poppy feel pretty much dominated the song. That was being contributed mostly due to the heavy usage of keyboards, the drum pattern that the drummer came up with that disco pattern, that and that just, yeah, poppiness. And I hate to say this because I love bass players. I do, being a bass player myself. And the popping and slapping that the bass player was doing was super clean. But unfortunately, it was adding to the poppiness. And I'm just like, oh, no. Guitar had a very light feel to its playing. Unless we were in that halftime feel, then it got super heavy. Vocally, this one was dominated by the melodic vocalist. And I like that. I mean, and she sang well. Don't get me wrong, she did. And I've always said I've always prefer melodic singing over grit and growl, and that absolutely holds true. But again, her vocals lent itself well to that poppy feel. So the song was definitely poppy dominated, and I was not a fan of it. But like I said, though, that you look at the musicianship, you look at the songwriting, it all makes sense. Everything lines up. Everything flows well. The musicianship was clean. The vocals were clean. I mean, there wasn't anything quote-unquote wrong with the song. It just wasn't up my alley. Now, as far as people go, well, if you had no problem with it, why aren't you giving it an 8 or a 9? To be honest with you, folks, I don't feel the song deserves an 8 or a 9. I don't think it was that impressive to deserve an 8 or a 9. It's a solid song, absolutely. Was there anything that was done in that song that was all that impressive, though? And I know the first thing people are going to say is the bass playing. Listen, the bass playing was clean. I'll give it that, yes. But it was literally octaves. Root octave, slap on the root, pop on the octave. I mean, is that really all that hard? No. That's bass playing 101 when you're learning how to pop and slap. That's how you learn to pop and slap, is octaves. That's the first thing as a bass player. When you want to learn the popping and slapping, that's the first thing you're taught, is how to move up the neck, popping and slapping on the octaves. That is not hard. And if for anybody to say it is, then you don't know how to play bass clearly. you haven't learned how to pop and slap yet. It's not impressive. I will say it was clean. I will absolutely give it that. I didn't hear any dirt. I didn't hear any smudges. I didn't hear any misfires. Everything was fine on it. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that's impressive. It's not. So, in any case, 7.4. I feel good with that score. It is the score I feel this song deserves, despite the fact that I like the other song better. But it is, looking at it objectively, though, this song deserves that 7.4. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.4, which is a really good scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make a difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's good enough for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.